runners are doing good. Like, I wish best luck to both of them. And the better should win. And we are just starting now, so yeah, this is Celeste Any Percent, so that's the most run category currently in Celeste obviously, and also probably the most run speedrun currently in the entire world. So okay, I just see their PBs are 39-15 and 39-24. That's super close. So I hope we'll see the closest race in the world. Like, that's going to be very exciting. So yeah, I try today then to look on how the players build up a lead instead of explaining everything that well. I will explain still everything as much as I can, but I will focus on the tricks if they get them the first way. So they're now going like they are literally on the same screen. They're synchronized more or less. Yeah. So chapter 1, very basic, very straightforward. There are a couple of tricks where players can like go ahead, like you see already Rozan used a few dash jumps to build up a small lead where Sonic just walked casually through. He used the fastest strat, so yeah, he's so far using fastest strats. Unfortunate death or fail by Sonic. Yeah. So yeah, Rozan has a small lead. Even with the death there, then he got the safe way. I think Sonic got the trick first try, pretty good. So yeah, this chapter is like, do use all different kinds of speed tag, which is hypers, dash jumps, and all that stuff. So when they're jumping very fast, they're most likely doing a hyper or a wave dash, and if they jump like a little higher but not that fast forward and not that much of distance covered, they're most likely doing a dash jump. Just a few terminologies, and if they dash up a wall and then you use the dash momentum to get high up a wall, then they're using a wall bounce. Yeah, so you won't get confused, all the people who don't know anything about the speedrun. So yeah, so far Rozan is a little bit ahead, but he missed that jump, and Sonic got it first try, so he's getting the lead here. Very unfortunate by Rozan. This race is going to be exciting. I'm really happy that I've signed up for this commentary. So yeah, one death on Sonic's screen, and that was the retry in that one room where he missed the wall bounce on the block, and one death on Rozan. I think yeah, he died in the one room where you gotta do a backwards extended hyper, and he failed that. That's the only death for him. So very close race of. Now they are in chapter 2. Chapter 2 is where dream blocks are getting introduced. You can dash through dream blocks, and then you are doing stuff. Like, no, then you are dashing just literally, you can dash through the blocks, which is the same speed like a normal dash. You get your dash afterwards back, and you can jump out of dream blocks to get a little bit more of momentum, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's see if Sonic can build up his lead or just keep it as a normal, simple lead. So far, he's building up a lead a little bit. Like, he entered the battle section with like 3 seconds faster. Sorry guys, I was drinking something. Oh, Sonic Blaster missed their wall jump, it seems like. Nearly died, but nice save. So he's he's going the safe way in that room. Let's see if Rozan, yeah, he's also going the safe way. Very interesting. So yeah, Rozan is a little bit catching up, but oh, there he missed the dash. Now he has to wait Sonic, and Rozan don't has to wait, so he can build, like, he can catch up a little bit there too. Now it's getting really important. Like, this last section is very hard to play through fast. Both players fell on the first room. So yeah, that's a very technical part. Especially in the wake section, we will just see on Sonic's screen and quickly after on Rozan's screen. So let's see how fast they can get through this. So far Sonic is looking really good. Rozan, he snapped on a few ledges, and Sonic also, so they're both losing time a little bit, but so far it's very equally. Rozan losing more time, but it's not too far behind. Like, overall, I would say he saved time there. He gained time over Sonic. Let's see, yeah, 1 second. It was 1 second faster than Rose. Yeah, let's switch the audio. So yeah, this is chapter 3. Chapter 3 is one of the harder ones. For beginners, probably the hardest. So there you have these dust bunnies. You see they are constantly moving and they're based on cycles. So once you messed up a little bit, you gotta adjust every of your tricks. And there's also 2 kinds of cycles, like there's a death cycle and a transition cycle. So yeah, they are a little bit different, and either way you learn both cycles or you wait on the death cycle until you are at the same like level of a transition cycle. But yeah, this chapter is really hard to optimize and to play very consistently, because every little mistake will screw up the cycle, like in every other speedrun. It's very common. But so far our players are doing really good. I don't think any of these died yet. And yeah, oh, there he missed the... I think he tried to do the extended backwards dash. Backwards hyper Rozan. He lost a little bit of time in that one room. So Sonic goes ahead again, like he is a couple of seconds ahead now. But yeah, this race is like there's everything open till the very end. Like literally, till the end there's nothing set. You can fail on flag 2, for example, and on all the other places in the last chapter. So, and lead is nice, but you don't like have won when you have a lead yet that early. Yeah, I think that's going to be the closest race in the entire group stage, to be honest. Like, I can't imagine any closer race in the group stage. Oh, unfortunate death by Sonic. Now they are, like, literally even, but Sonic waited a little bit for the cycle. They are even, like, they're screen to screen. Both, oh, I think Rozan missed the spike jump the first try. Missed the spike jump, and Sonic got it first try. That's going to be so close. So you're both going also the same route in this room. Like, players have different routes for the big mass room sometimes. Let's see how they are literally synchronized. Just loading times, I think, are different on Rozan. That's why he's getting behind, it seems like. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's sync. Oh, who died? Sonic died. I looked 1 second at chat and... So yeah, now Rozan has the lead again. Yeah, they're swinging back and forth, the lead. So let's see how the next section of Big Mass is going for both players. Rozan got the first room, Sonic as well. Yeah, they're like 1 second apart, 2 seconds, I don't know. Very close race. But yeah, perfectly played by both players, that tower section of Big Mass. So one quick thing, Big Mass is just a part of the hotel where we have to go 3 different areas to clean the hotel. Like you see, this big room got more clean and clean after every of these big switches. So yeah, 1 room. Technically Rozan is 1 room ahead. Now that's a bigger room, so he won't be really a room ahead, but you can say 1.5 of a room Rozan is ahead, and let's see how they will do. Like, Rozan got a really good speed strat done. Sonic Blaster and decides to do a little bit safer strat. So yeah, Rozan is even... Wow, okay, he's not going for the hypers in that room. very interesting. So that's the opportunity for Sonic, and he's got it first try. So now he catched up by a lot. Very interesting. I never saw an speedrunner, especially a sub 40 runner, going for safe strats in that room. Like those hypers, yeah, they are sometimes precise and you might fail them, but they're not that hard. Like, that was very interesting. But if that's his strategy, then he can go for it. So now we're at Oshiro. Oshiro is a difficult part of this chapter. And he's like literally, what he's doing, he's tracking your height. And after a certain amount of time, he's charging on whatever height he is currently at. And so you can technically manipulate him, but that's also like, you gotta master it if you wanna optimize Oshiro very well. And some of these Oshiro rooms are very hard to perform optimized, especially the last one and the current one. This room with the 6 jewels is a nice like break, I would say. But you still can fail. Oh, Rozan missed the speed threat. Let's look if Sonic can get it. Like the optimized speed threat. Oh, he's going to reset there. Like that's an intentional death because the death cycle of that Oshiro of that last room is easier than the alive cycle, the transition cycle. And meanwhile Rozan finished chapter 5 with a good time at chapter 3. What did I say? And yeah, he was like 10 seconds ahead. Like he gained 10 seconds over Sonic in this chapter. Very well played by him. Also with, I think, 2 deaths only on Rozan's screen. I didn't saw it. So yeah, let's change the audio back. So yeah, chapter 4. Few new game mechanics in here. Like in every chapter you have that wind that is pushing us away, which annoys a lot of casual players. In the speedrun we have all these hypers, so they don't bother us that much. And we have those clouds. You can get an extra height out of them, you can dash jump off of them and do different stuff. And then there are bubbles, they're like an additional dash in the air. And then you have moving blocks, you just will see on Rozan's screen. They are very slow moving, but sometimes you need them to complete the room. Oh, Rozan has a hard time with that spike jump. It took him quite a lot. Let's see if Sonic gets it first right. Yeah, he catched up everything he lost in chapter 3, he catched up there. Very nice. So yeah, they're about to get even again. Like this race is, like I'm already on the edge of my seat. It's so amazing to watch these two right now. So, one hard room of this chapter is not yet, but I think the next one is very hard. Yeah, so let's see what Rozan is going to do. He goes for the wave dash. Oh, he actually got it. And yeah, first try, that's really good by Rozan. Let's see. Oh, Sonic missed the wave dash off the block. Or that he missed the extended part of the wave dash. Unfortunate. This room is very hard to optimize to do that route they're both doing. But now he got it. Sonic, he lost a little bit of time, but second try is still good. Like that's like probably the hardest room I at least doing with that strat. And yeah, I just know that that strat is very hard. Or not very hard, but it's one of the harder ones. I think it's probably the hardest one in this chapter. So yeah, no cycle skip by Rozan. Oh, he's actually going for it more or less. So now Rozan is at the last part of this chapter. And Sonic is catching up. Ah, he tried to skip the cycle as well. He missed it. Oh, he died there. No. Ah, that's costly. Meanwhile, on Rozan's screen, he has a lot of, like, now you see these snowballs, and these snowballs, they can be very bad. Like, they're not random, they're similar to Oshiro, but let's put it that way. They mess up a lot of runners. Like, I think everybody who run this game once experienced very bad, like, got a bad experience with snowballs. After when you speedrun Celeste, you will never wanna, you don't like snow and snowballs anymore. Believe me. So yeah, Sonic catched up a little bit. He's like 2 rooms behind. Oh, he skipped the first screen, very nice. So yeah, Rozan is on the last screen and he's done with his sub 340, very good. Let's see if Sonic can like beat that time. Everybody has bad experience with snowballs. So yeah, Sonic is a little bit behind, fall a little bit behind in that chapter. Most likely because he failed a few skips. So yeah, Rozan is in Mirror Temple, the 5th chapter of the game, which is very straightforward in the speedrun. You have their red bubbles, they are like green bubbles, but they move infinitely into a direction until they hit a wall or you dash out of them. Then there are moving spikes, very normal. And you also have switches, but I don't think that's such a very huge game mechanic. And you have dashing blocks. Like whenever you dash, they move to a new position, and after a certain amount of time they move back to their old position. Frankazi? Wait, did I miss something? Why Frankazi? Like Frankazi is a thing in chapter 7. Yeah, dashbox are very cool. Meanwhile, Rozan got so far really good pre-mirror temple. Like I like to call this entire part before you go into mirror, pre-mirror. And I think so far he didn't die. Sonic is also doing a good job, but it's because of his he fall behind in chapter 4. Oh, as soon as I said he's doing a good job, he dies. I should stop that. Like commentator curse for the real. Okay, I never saw that route. Like Rozan went a pretty crazy route in the monster screen. So you have that one screen where you control the monster, and yeah, most people go downwards and he just decided to go upwards in the very beginning. Very interesting. Never saw this. Is that a new thread? I don't know yet. Is it faster? No. Sonic's going the bottom path. And then it's probably personal, how to say it? You know what I mean. I'm sure you know what I mean. Personal preference. There we go. So meanwhile, Rozan is in the Seeker section, where you have a bunch of rooms where a Seeker is in, and a few switches you gotta hit, or a Seeker gotta hit. Like Seekers can activate switches for you, very nice. And yeah, we just try to get through these rooms as fast as possible. These Seekers are also nowhere random. Like at a specific point they're just going to see you and they're going to aggro you and charge at you. But they are never random. Personal preference, yeah, thanks. I've got it already by myself, but yeah. Sometimes my English is very bad. I'm apologizing. So yeah, Rozan now at the most important skip in the game. Oh, he failed the first time, but there he got it. So the only thing you gotta do there is a backwards extended dash jump, which sounds very technical. It isn't. Like, I think everybody who played the game is able to do it at least after 5 minutes. And after 10 minutes he's able to do it consistently. 100% safe. I would bet like 10 euros on that. Everybody who played that game once is able to do that after 10 minutes very consistently. So it's not a hard skip, but it's the most time-saving one. Otherwise, like casually compared, like compared to casual routing, you might like no way. Compared to what you have to do casually, if you would do it in a speed run, what you have to do casually, you might save there like 3 minutes or something like that. Meanwhile, Rozan is in the Theo section and Sonic's going to the Theo section very soon, so Theo is a friend we met during our adventure on this mountain, and he's now imprisoned in a crystal. And we just have to carry him through these different rooms. And movement with Theo is very weird, like normally he slows you down if you're walking with him, like if you grab him. But whenever you grab him with momentum, you get a little bit of extra speed, which is very weird mechanic, but yeah. Theo section is a lot of fun to play through, in my opinion. But that's it. It's also like, it's a whole nother thing, and it's also frustrating sometimes, but you can do so many interesting and funny looking things. And meanwhile, like Rozan has a lot of problems with Theo section. He died in a couple of rooms, and Sonic catched up, like they are in the same room all the time. They are synchronized right now, very close race. Oh my god. So yeah, Rozan lost a lot of time in this chapter. Now in the last room, both players, you see sometimes a wave appearing in the room and it pushes you back, but you can dash through it. It's very tight window. Oh no, Rozan lost Theo. So yeah, Sonic saved compared to Rozan like 30 seconds and got only 2 deaths. Very shoutouts to Rozan, to Sonic. Also shoutouts to Rozan, who died 5 times. So yeah, both players doing an amazing job. Sorry. And yeah, everybody gets messed up out of last room. Now in chapter 6. My voice is hurting a little bit. Now in chapter 6 we have those feathers. Oh, nice save by Rozan. Feathers, you collect them and then you can fly through the air like you see on Rozan's screen. Very simple. Then you have Kevin blocks you just saw on Sonic's screen and you will see on Rozan's screen. You dash into them and they will dash in whatever direction you dashed into them. Like you see these blue sides that turn white once you dash into them. At that direction they will dash at you. Or like just dash. Very cool mechanic. And you'll see later on bumpers, which are just like pinball bumpers. Very safe explanatory. Yeah. That in-game time lead is going to matter a lot. Honestly. I believe that's going to be a super close race. Oh, Sonic tried there to skip a huge part, or like just to get a ridiculous amount of momentum to go into that feather, but most players will die without attempting that. Like you have so much speed, you will just fly into spikes like Sonic did. Oh, Sonic missed that trick, but Rozan missed to go the upper path. So yeah, they're neck on neck. That's really close race. Yeah, Sonic got that room. Rozan as well. So yeah. There you see the bumpers on Rozan's screen. Very, very simple. I don't think I have to explain anything about that anymore. Just whenever you go into them, they bump you away in whatever direction you came from. Sorry, I hope even with my bad English you understood it. So yeah, I'm right now in the same room. I think Sonic died there once. I don't know. At least he died there. I saw that. So yeah, they are both at the last room of these. Like Sonic is at the last. No, now they are both at the last room of the split path. Like in the beginning of, or like in the middle part of the beginning of. Okay, that makes no sense. There's a part in this chapter where you can choose between two paths, and yeah, most players use a mixture of both, and now they are again on one path. So yeah, that was the first part of a reflection. Now the next part is the way to battle him, and the part afterwards is the battle and fight. I will mention when we get there. Meanwhile, Rozan has a hard time with that room. Yeah. Sometimes the timing of these bumpers and the movement of the bumpers at the end of the room can mess you up a little bit. Depends on how you collect the feathers. Like if you collect the feathers with a transition between it or not, can matter a lot. So yeah, Sonic is in the water room. That movement, like going fast through this room is very precise and very difficult. Like using constantly dashes is very hard but doable. So Sonic is not going for an insane skip. Like normally you can build up a lot of momentum with that big cannon block, and he's entering Battle and Fight with a 352. I will explain Battle and real soon. I just want to see on which time Rozan enters the Battle and Fight. He entered the fight at the 409, so yeah, Sonic is like 17 seconds ahead in this chapter so far. So Battleland. Battleland is our like other part from us. I'm just saying that without spoiling anybody. And yeah, now we have to fight her. Like last time we saw her, we have to run away from her. Now we are chasing her literally. So whenever we touch her, like just getting near her, dashing at her, whatever, she goes into a new position or into a new room, but it's no random or whatever, it's always the same, so don't get me wrong on that. And yeah, we're just trying to get that as fast as possible. Meanwhile, the room and Battling herself trying to prevent us from that. Like she is shooting a big laser at us or red balls at us, and the room, like there are rocks falling down, there are spikes everywhere. Like it's one of the toughest sections casually, that's true, but in the speedrun it's like, in my opinion, it's the most fun section for me right now. With like all the green block rooms, that's the most fun section to play through. Like playing through this with fast movement with a very good music, like Hey Ya is very good. Yeah. Yeah, we just switched audio. Meanwhile, Rozan has I just saw he died there. And yeah, he get better, yeah, he takes it slow. So Sonic is in the last part of the battle and fight, where things are going a little bit more crazy. That's the second last room of the fight Sonic is in. Meanwhile, Rozan is now entering the last section. Like the last section of the fight are probably, I think, 8 rooms? I'm not sure, maybe it's only 7 or 6. But yeah, so Sonic in the last room, I think he died there, otherwise he would be already in that room. I don't know. I don't know. I won't call these people out. Maybe he didn't die and I just expected him to be way faster. So yeah, there he's done with the battle and fight. So everything I saw was very clean and well played. So after every good boss fight, you know, you level up because you get a lot of experience, you know, like in every good RPG. So we leveled up, and what does level up means in a jump and run? So yeah, we just get a second dash. Very obviously, isn't it? Like if there would be another level, another boss fight, we would get a third dash, I believe. I believe that would be very true. Oh, unfortunate death by Rozan. So yeah, we just got a second dash, and now chapter 7, where we like revisit every chapter before, like at least the elements of every chapter, not the exact same rooms of every chapter. Now having 2 dashes adds a lot of more fun and complex ability in each of the rooms. Like, there are now way more ways to play through a room. Like, compared to casual routes, these rooms are so much different. Just because of 2 dashes and the opportunity to do extended dashes, extended hyper dashes, and then with 2 dashes you can go crazy compared to casual routes. But yeah, Rozan finished chapter 6. I don't know at which time. There we see the time. I can't read it because it's so pixelated for me. Yeah, Sonic is at the last room of the 0 meter section. Meanwhile, okay, Rozan takes a little break. I think he's drinking something or whatever. But that's fine. The in-game time is not like running during that. And meanwhile, Sonic is at the Forsaken City part of chapter 7. So you see there's zippers again, and everything is designed in like chapter 1. So zippers, we didn't talk about it in chapter 1 because in this very nice save for Sonic, because there we don't use them really, but here we have to use them, so they're moving whenever we touch them. Then they are starting to move, and they build up a lot of momentum. Yeah, just use that momentum to our advantage. So yeah, Rozan is more or less 500 meters behind Rozan. Rozan is 500 meters behind Sonic, because now he finished the 100 meter section and Rozan just entered the 100. Sonic and finished the 500 meter section. Now in the 1000 meter section, meanwhile Rozan entered the 500 meter section. Sorry, it's very late for me. Please forgive me if I say something wrong. So yeah, Sonic is now at the green block section, like chapter 2 section of chapter 7. And yeah, now with 2 dashes and green blocks, we are constantly dashing. It's very fast gameplay. And even in the casual playthrough, this entire section feels so amazing to play through. So that's probably, with Battleland, the most fun part to play through, honestly. Like, it just feels so amazing to play through all of this. So yeah, Rozan. Oh, he goes for the, like, however it's called, the cycle skip. Like, I don't know how to call it. Where you touch the zipper in the last room before you touch Battleland. That's very cool. That saved a lot of time. Like, for that kind of speedrun, it saved a lot of time. So yeah, now Sonic is at the 1500 meter section, which is for the most players the hardest part of the run, with 3000 actually. I agree, 3000 is also very hard, but more fun than this, to be honest. So yeah, we have dust bunnies again, we have tight cycles again, we have very long rooms. If you die, you're going to be very frustrated. We have everything a player on PB base needs to like freak out. The same happens in chapter in 3000. Like, if you're on PB base and then entering like 3000 or 2000 or 2500, you're playing so badly sometimes because of nerfs. And if you are in a tournament race, I think those nerfs are very similar to that. So yeah, hopefully our runners are not like freaking out because of nerfs. But so far they're playing really good. Their Sonic waits a little bit just for safeties. Don't go for the super fast cycle. Now entering 2000 meters, which is like also a very hard part. Like, some of the speedrun strats you use there are very, very hard. Like, I never thought about like, yeah, 2000 meters is hard, but when I speedrun the few last times, I realized 3000 meters might be the point where I struggle the most, like, in terms of consistency. So yeah, there we have snowballs again. This room can be very hard to see on Sonic's screen. And he goes for the safe route. Oh no! The snowball, the sniper. So normally in a speedrun we go down there with an extended hyper, but not again! Oh my god, Sonic is losing so much time in that room. That might be... Oh no, the snowball, he's sniping it all the time. Please. Yeah, that's so unfair that the snowball, whenever you are in the bubble, the snowball just like destroys your bubble and you lose all of it. The snowball was so evil. Like the snowball cost him their 1 minute and Rozan is catching up. Oh no, that can be very tough for Sonic. He's not going for auto-scroller skip also. He's going the safe way. So if Rozan goes for auto-scroller skip and Sonic dies a few times, we are at even again. And no, he's not. Oh, he's going more or less for auto-scroller skip. Yeah, more or less. Not the optimized auto-scroller skip, but kinda. Oh, he died there, Rozan. Meanwhile, Sonic is in the second... No, not the second last screen. What is that? No, there's one screen. Oh no, it's the second last screen. Never mind. So, let's hope Sonic don't die in here, because that's probably the room where dying is most costly, because it's a very slow and long to play through. And there he goes with all the death. So yeah, 2000 meters, I mentioned it, it's very tough. There are a few spots where it can die a lot. And the snowball perfectly showed us how rude this chapter can be. Or this part of the chapter. So yeah, now at the Mirror Temple section, Sonic is. He got that skip. He got that room. Perfectly done. Oh, there he takes a slow way. It's okay, it's okay. Meanwhile, Rozan is also entering this chapter, or 2,500 meters, better said. It's so close, honestly. Like, they're only through a few rooms apart. Sonic, I think he got the key skip for a first try. Let's see if he goes for door skip. I think door skip is coming up in 2 rooms. Like, there's one room in that room. Yeah, he goes for it in a slow way. And now, is he going for door skip? No, he's not. Good decision. Like, I won't go for door skip if I know my opponent is very close. I would take the safe way as well. So yeah, he's playing fast through this last room of battle in chapters in 2,500 meters. Meanwhile, Rozan tries a harder skip and he's got it third try, I guess. He's also not going for those. Very good. Oh no. Oh! he skipped the second door. He saw, oh, I missed the switch, so let's do door skip as a backup strat. That was very intelligent. So yeah, Sonic is at 3,000 meters. Meanwhile, Rozan in the last room of 2,500. That's going to be so close. Every like little mistake matters now. But we have to think, we have to know that Sonic has also an in-game time lead by a lot, like 17 seconds. So yeah, Sonic plays so far a very good 3,000 meters. Yeah, I think he didn't die yet. Rozan just entered 3,000 meters. That's so close. Like, I don't wanna imagine how these players are right now. Like, both players are actually on a good pace too, probably, for their PBs. I would say so, yeah, they're on a good pace, like, for a good PB. Like, both have a high 39, and currently they're both on like a mid 39 or even sub 39 or low 39 pace. Very impressive performance by both players. So Sonic is now at the upwind section, so you might realize in this 3,000 meter section that you have vertical wind, and once it's blowing upwards and once it's blowing downwards, which like once you jump higher and fall slower, and the other one is the opposite, obviously. So yeah, they are like 6 flags apart from each other, is that right? I can't see the numbers of the flags that well. But I think so. Yeah, that might be only 6 flags, so But if Sonic don't make any mistake, that should be his run. Oh, he's skipping that flag. That's risky. If he's skipping the next one too, he's insane. No, he's not skipping. Yeah, he has to make a mistake. But if he don't make a mistake, he's on the safe side. He will skip that flag. That's reasonable. And now he is at the 7th flag. Meanwhile, Rozan don't go for that spike skip, and he's also not skipping the 11th flag. So yeah, Sonic on a really good pace. That's the 6th last checkpoint. There he goes. Climb, my little buddy, climb. So Rozan is fighting for, but Sonic is not giving away anything. He's playing a perfect summit so far. Like this 3000 meters, I don't think he died yet. He's playing so good. He's on such a good pace. Like sub 39 is very doable for both players, I would say. For Rozan it's very close, but for Sonic, he's on a good pace for that. Maybe sub 38. Let's hope for him. Sub 38, let's do it, Sonic. Let's go, Sonic. Don't die. Yeah, he's so nervous, I think. Oh my god. Is that a sub 39? It is. Sub 38, I mean. And there we go. We have our winner, Sonic, who was like in PBs, he's behind, but he won that race. And there Rozan finished. Very, very close race. Only 21 deaths by Sonic. Very impressive show by him. And Rozan also got a PB if his PB on SRC is right. He got 23 deaths, so very close race. So yeah, unfortunately Sonic can't make an interview, but GG's to both players. Sonic can't make an interview. I would really love to talk with him about the snowball. Thanks, Schlabes, whatsoever. First of all, before I have to leave, or before we start with the interview, Gav, what is that? Given follow to both of these two brothers. They put on an amazing show, the closest race I ever saw in this game so far in the tournament. And yeah, both players played amazing. Like, I think both got a PB. And yeah, Sonic lost a lot of time in the snowball room, but both players played amazingly well, like low death counter. I think both are really happy with their run and probably got a PB and stuff. So yeah, really good, really good. I don't know if we can have an interview with GabxRozan. I have no idea. I would like to, but yeah. But yeah. Also shoutouts. Wait, what? Now I'm confused. Like, I'm from Germany, that's why, but what? Oh, you mean your name, Schlabes? Is that right? But I want to pronounce it in English because here are English people. But yeah, one thing I want to say is shoutouts to Speed Gaming. Um, give those people a little bit more support, like the Speed Gaming stuff and all the people behind that. They are doing a very good job, and it's a very tough job as well. They're putting so much work and energy into it. So yeah, please try to support Speed Gaming as much as you can, but also try to support both runners as much as you can. Like, yeah, but one shout out to Speed Gaming, who are like doing everything they can and doing a really good job on it, to make speedrunning as competitive as possible with hosting tournaments and restreaming everything. It's really great. Just shoutouts to them and shoutouts to both runners for that amazing race. I'm unsure if we can have an interview. It don't seems like. Yeah. Please, I want to have an interview. Uh, So yeah, we'll just wait, and if we don't get an interview, then that'd be perfectly fine for me, I think. Huh. It seems like we don't have an interview, so yeah, very unfortunate, but I don't want to like waste any more time on this channel, if that sounds right. So yeah, amazing race by both runners. As I already said, give them a follow. I hoped I commentate good enough. I hope you were able to listen to my voice the entire run. And yeah, I just hope you enjoyed the race. Follow all the Speed Gaming channels if you don't want to miss any tournament races. Or yeah, just follow the Speed Gaming races channel. I think we're going to have another tournament race on another Speed Gaming channel, but I'm unsure. Yeah, on Speed Gaming 3 we now have another race between Uncle Ronnie and Velu, which is also going to be very interesting, I think. Very close race between them two, I'm expecting. And yeah, give both runners a follow. And yeah, my name is Flash177. I was your commentator, and I hope I will see you soon again, and I hope you will have a lovely day or night or whatever, depends on where you live. And yeah, I'm just going to say goodbye now. So bye, and we will see us next time.